Opinion blind support for Pakistan is not it's thuggery in the name of Islam. Blind loyalty is not It's betrayal dressed as brotherhood. When Muslims across the world support Pakistan simply because it claims to speak for the Ummah, they're not upholding Islam, they're enabling a state that shelters terrorists, kills fellow Muslims, and weaponizes faith for geopolitical thuggery. True Islam, as taught by the Prophet and upheld by the righteous caliphs, demands justice even if it's against our own. When Prophet Muhammad delivered justice, he did so based on truth, not tribalism, not identity, not religion. In one famous instance, a dispute between a Jew and a Muslim came before him. After hearing both sides, the Prophet ruled in favor of the Jew because he was right. The Muslim, unhappy with the verdict, approached Umar ibn al-Khattab, hoping for a more favorable judgment. But instead of gaining sympathy, he was met with fierce rebuke. Umar confirmed the Prophet's decision and condemned the man for seeking favoritism under the guise of brotherhood. This example from Islamic history is not a storybook tale, it's a moral compass. A lesson. Islam commands us to stand with the truth, even if it's against ourselves or our own people. Blind loyalty to someone just because of their faith or nationality, at the cost of truth, is not piety. It's thuggery. It's gangism. And it's a betrayal of the justice that Islam upholds. Yet today, we see this principle trampled when countries, institutions, and influencers blindly support Pakistan just because it claims to represent the Muslim cause. Let's call it what it is: dangerous hypocrisy. Pakistan, in the name of Islam, has harbored, nurtured, and exported terrorism across borders. It has become a safe haven for extremist groups like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Lashkar-Taiba, and the TTP. Countless fighters from Khawarij-inspired factions have found protection and operational freedom within its borders. So, when some Muslims blindly side with Pakistan under the banner of Ummah, ignoring its record of fostering violence even against fellow Muslims, they're not following Islam. They're following an ideology rooted in denial and prejudice. Let's not forget the verse in the Quran, Surah Al-Hujurat 499, and if two factions among the Muslims fight, make peace between them. But if one of them oppresses the other, then fight against the one that oppresses until it returns to the ordinance of God. In the current India-Pakistan dynamic, who is the aggressor? On May 8, 2025, Pakistan shelled Indian civilian areas in Kashmir, killing 9 and injuring 38, many of whom were Muslims. This is not a defense of the Ummah. This is an attack on it. Pakistan-backed terrorists in Pahalgam killed 26 innocent tourists after asking their names and religious identity. The women were spared, and the men were killed when they could not identify themselves as Muslims. The aggressor has always been Pakistan, which has not only turned a blind eye towards terrorism but also emboldened it through the use of Islam. If Ummah really matters to us, then the Ummah should disown Pakistan or at least call out against it for supporting terrorism. Ummah's silence and blind support for Pakistan has brought Islam shame and embarrassment. Here's an often ignored fact: Indian Muslims, numbering over 250 million, are the second largest Muslim population in the world, after Indonesia. They outnumber Pakistan's Muslim population. So, if anyone truly believes in the spirit of Ummah, shouldn't they be standing with Indian Muslims? And Indian Muslims are standing with India. We have proudly served in the armed forces, in the police, and in every institution of this nation. Look at Operation Sindoor, launched in response to the recent Pakistani aggression. The Indian Army's spokesperson was Colonel Sophia Qureshi, a proud Muslim woman. India's prominent opposition leader, Barrister Asaduddin Owaisi, publicly supported the operation. This isn't tokenism. This is the lived reality of Muslims in India. We don't have to prove our loyalty every day. That's a trap Jinnah set in 1946, when he said, Muslims who remain in India will spend the rest of their lives proving their loyalty. But history proved otherwise. In fact, those who migrated to Pakistan, today's Muhajir Shaif, spent decades being treated as second-class citizens. Karachi's Muhajirs still struggle for equal rights in a state that was supposedly created for their dignity. In contrast, we Indian Muslims owe our safety, opportunity, and freedom to the vision of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, who exposed Jinnah's toxic politics and urged Muslims to stay in a united India. Azad preferred Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel over Muhammad Ali Jinnah and his separatist agenda. And he was right. In India, our children go to school and come home safe. We don't live in fear of TTP bombing our mosques or schools. Sunnis and Shias live side by side, pray together, and hold religious processions without being targeted by sectarian suicide bombers. We don't have groups like Sipah-e-Muhammad or Lashkar-e-Jhangvi killing fellow Muslims based on sectarian labels. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, we travel freely. There are no provinces where a Muslim fears being stopped because of his ethnicity or tribe. There's no city where a Shia hides his identity. No need to keep AK-47s at home in the name of Eid celebrations, killing innocents in the process. Instead, our youth are learning AI, cybersecurity, medicine, and business. They are building futures, while some in Pakistan are taught fantasies like it's behind and how to strip an AK-47. We're not saying India is perfect. But we are saying India is home. And a good one at that. Blindly siding with Pakistan because of a shared religion is not just a bad choice, it's a betrayal of truth. The Prophet never sided with the unjust, even if they were Muslims. Umar didn't, and neither did Imam Ali when he fought against those who split the Ummah under the banner of false piety. It's clearly mentioned, O you who have believed, be persistently standing firm in justice, witnesses for God, even if it be against yourselves or parents and relatives. Quran 41:35. So let's uphold truth, not tribalism. We are Indian Muslims. We are proud. We are safe. We are free. We are the Ummah, too. And we will not let our identity be hijacked by those who wear Islam as a mask and weaponize it for hate and division. Jinnah fooled Pakistanis in 1946. Abul Kalam Azad enlightened us in 1946. And we chose wisdom over war. Swipe left for next video. We are proud Indian Muslims. Not just in name, but in dignity, in vision, and in truth. Zahak Tanvir is an Indian origin activist and founder of the Milli Chronicle, a UK-based publication. With expertise in geopolitics and counter-extremism, he provides insights into global affairs. He holds certifications in counterterrorism from the University of Leiden of the Netherlands, and Georgetown University of Washington, D.C. He tweets under Zahak Tanvir. The views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely those of the author. They do not necessarily reflect News 18's views. Latest blogs.